Good day, everyone. Welcome back to our English class. Today, we're going to talk about determining the worth of ideas mentioned in the text listened to. Are you ready to listen? Then, let's begin. Do you have a favorite song? How did it become your favorite? Maybe because you love the rhythm or you are touched by the lyrics. If you find two reasons applicable, then you're a great listener. We hear sounds around us, and it's always our choice to pay attention or to just let them pass through our ears. For you students to be able to acquire second language, you must listen attentively for you to learn. That is why it's very important for you to develop good listening skills. Now, let us differentiate hearing and listening. Hearing is an accidental and automatic brain response to sound that requires no effort. It refers to our ability to perceive noise and sounds. It is easy, for it is accidental and automatic, and passive, as it is involuntary and effortless. It has the physical function because it involves the ears. For example, we are familiar to the sounds of siren of the ambulance, the laughter of our friends, the rattling of pots and pans in our kitchen, and so on. We hear those incidental sounds and we train ourselves to ignore them unless we have a reason to do otherwise. On the other hand, we have listening. It is purposeful and focused rather than accidental. It requires motivation and effort. It is active, focused, concentrated attention for the purpose of understanding the meanings expressed by a speaker. It is hard, for it requires practice and being alert. It is active because it involves conscious effort and it requires focused involvement. It also has internal behavior factors as it involves mind and the body. Therefore, hearing is accidental, involuntary, and effortless, while listening is focused, voluntary, and intentional. Now, why do we listen? Number one, to specifically focus on the messages being communicated, avoiding distractions and preconceptions. We also listen to gain a full and accurate understanding into the speaker's point of view and ideas. Another reason is to critically assess what is being said. The fourth one, we listen to observe the nonverbal signals accompanying what is being said to enhance understanding. We also listen to show interest, concern, and concentration. Also, to encourage the speaker to communicate fully, openly, and honestly. Number 7, through listening, we develop selflessness approach for putting the speaker first. We also need to listen to arrive at a shared and agreed understanding and acceptance of both sides' views. Now, are you wondering how do we listen? Here are some steps. Begin by listening carefully to the main idea so that you can identify the subject. Listen for keywords to help you remember details. You might want to take down important notes. If you are listening to a narration or description, visualize the details. On the other hand, if you are listening to exposition, it will be helpful if you understand the order behind the arrangement of the detailed sentences. One way to remember the important details in a text you are listening is to pay attention to the discourse markers. Discourse markers are words or phrases whose function is to organize discourse or speech into segments. These are some discourse markers emphasizing important ideas. Above all, indeed, importantly, significantly, especially, always remember, in particular, notably or take note, and bear in mind. Number 3, think about what you are listening to. Sorting out or arranging the main ideas in your mind helps you identify the points to remember. First, try to jot down the main points, then go over the speech from beginning to end. Finally, recall the details. Now, how are we going to determine the worth of an idea? To determine the value of an idea, we should look at number 1, how rare it is, and number 2, how worth keeping it is. Be guided by the following questions every time you look for the worthy ideas of the text you listen to. Number 1, what is the topic of the listening text? What is the important idea presented in the text? Number 3, how is the idea being presented? Explicitly or clearly stated or implied or hidden? Number 4, what helped you determine the worthy ideas presented? By discourse markers that emphasize a point or by the tone of speaker's voice? And number 5, is the idea presented worth keeping and worth sharing to others? Why? Now, we have the benefits of listening. Listening should not be taken for granted. Before the invention of writing, people conveyed virtually all knowledge through some combination of showing and telling. The first benefit of listening is you will become a better student. The second one, you will become a better friend. Number 3, people will find you as intelligent and perceptive. Number 4, it can help you improve your public speaking abilities. Now that we're done, let's try this activity. Get a piece of paper and let's answer. Identify the letter of the correct answer. When you look for the worth of ideas from the message of the speaker, you're actually looking for the A. Funny jokes uttered, B. Most interesting facts of the talk, C. Notable styles in engaging his audience, or D. Essence of the talk that can be applied to our life. Number 2, it requires you to listen attentively when you listen to A. A showbiz report of your favorite actress, B. A song to appreciate its tune and rhythm, C. Your friend sharing his or her successes in life, or D. Your teacher giving instructions for your upcoming test. And number 3, hearing is a or an automatic brain response to sound that requires no effort. A. Accidental, B. Focused, C. Intentional, or D. Voluntary. Congratulations for completing this lesson. Thank you very much for watching and for listening. I will see you again. This is your Master Mela, always at your service.